Hey guys, I am Yuichi Murata. I work as an engineering manager. My mission is building the best global engineering team here from Tokyo. I do Twitter, I do LinkedIn with this ID, and I write some blog in the media with this ID. So appreciate if you follow me on this if you have any interest. So today, I would like to talk about how to build multilingual team. Having multilingual team is becoming much more common in the Tokyo, I think, as the industry gets internationalized a lot. I have been working on building the multilingual team multiple times, and I found several key idea to make this success. So today, I would like to talk about this. So let's get started. So first key point, leverage text. So in our IT industry, it's quite common to use the text-based communication tools, stuff like Slack or Microsoft Teams or Google Chat, whatever. And it's also quite common to use the online documentation technologies like Confluence, Microsoft Office, Google Docs, whatever. It's much easier for the non-native speaker to write rather than to speak. And it's also the much easier for the non-native speaker reading than listening as well. So the text-based communications gonna encourage people to communicate more. And moreover, text-based communication is easier to use the translation technologies. So let's say that if you don't understand some of the part, you can easily use the Google Translate to get some translations. So leveraging the text-based communication gonna be stimulate the team communications. That's gonna be the key point number one. Number two, secure psychological safety in a communication. So it's quite important to secure the psychological safety so that people can speak up rather than remain in silence. To do this, preparing some cheat sheet or visual aid helps a lot. For example, if you have some kind of a daily startup meeting, maybe you want to ask member to prepare for some cheat sheet to describe their update so that they can easily speak up with this cheat sheet. If you have some kind of a design discussion meeting, you want to prepare some technical diagram so that everyone can make an opinion based on that diagram. It's much easier to speak up with those cheat sheet or visual aid. That's gonna lower the bar of the kind of communication in a different language. And it's quite effective to encourage the people to switch the communication to the text base if they are not comfortable to speak up directly. So these days, we're gonna conduct a meeting in online using some kind of a remote kind of meeting technologies. Those technology typically have the chat windows as well, so you can leverage these areas. And it's also quite interesting to ask some members to switch their local language anytime if they are not comfortable to speak up in English, I think. I have, some yeah, I have several meeting. I face the situations like somebody making a question in Japanese, but other people is, making an answer in, English. So in a kind of multilingual team, typically those several people gonna be language that learning the other languages. Maybe people cannot speak up, but can listen and understand at least. Then these kind of asynchronous communication is happening. That is quite actually it's not that rare to have the situation like that. It's gonna be quite interesting to having a communication that way. Third point, having the multilingual moderator. So multilingual talents is the key because he or she can bridge the communications. So it's great if that kind of a multilingual talent is have the personality of the outgoing type of the people, so that he or she can proactively connect people with the different languages. It's quite important to find an enthusiastic moderator. So if you are building a multilingual team and if you are on the interview, and if you find some kind of candidate who can speak multiple languages and outgoing personalities, maybe you want to consider he or her to hire because these talents are such a key to make a team setup like that. And more importantly, it's great if you have the kind of capability to speak in a multiple kind of languages. Then I think that you can be the most kind of enthusiastic, moderator to connect the team. So here is a summary for today's talk. So to build the multilingual team successfully, it's quite effective to use the text-based communications. And it's important to secure the psychological safety so that people can easily speak up with the difference of the languages. And the having the multilingual talents as a moderator gonna be the key because he or she can connect the team. So with those kind of tips, I think that you can effectively build a multilingual team. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and see you soon.